nice cool morning today. We took Betsy down to Rocky's Drift. Johan, a good friend of mine, is doing the electrics for us, labor free. What I'm going to be working on today is the roof rack. Fit in some angle iron pieces to put the decking down. How's it, Sam? Sharp sharp. It's a lovely morning out. I'm on my way to Tiri. Hey, how's it, Tiri? I'm doing well. Did you just wake up? Yeah. Tiri gave me this piece of mesh. I want to use that for covering up the spotlights, just as a bit of protection against the branches. I want to make them yellow to fit the rest of the truck's trimmings. Got this done yesterday, all of the little angle iron pieces. Decking should fit level. Just arrived at Ingenious. Our buddy Johan is going to help us out tonight. We're back at Ingenious today. What we're going to do is take off the floorboards and then install our tank systems. Today me and Yolandi continuing with the bladders. We bought some pipe yesterday. There's a pipe over there. Busy drilling holes through the sidewalls of the tank containers and putting in little rubber grommets so that the pipes don't damage by rubbing onto the plate.
floorboards. Jy kan nie die boorpunt hier op die sak sit nie. Kom. Jy kan nie hierdie wat jy sny teen die sak sit.
So we're gonna test the water out now, or the tank system. We've got this hooked up to the hose pipe, and that goes straight to the tank. So we got the tanks filled up with water. All of them are basically full to the brim. We got a little bit of air in this one that we're going to try and get out. But we're going to take Betsy for a drive now and see what happens when the water sloshes around. So we're starting today to do the floor. We put in the water tanks yesterday. We got some supplies this morning like polyurethane, some wood sealant. I'll explain why we need the wood just now. All in all, that cost us a little bit just over $1,000. These little consumables end up being quite pricey at the end of the day. We've just pulled the truck out now to see whether we've got any leaks as the truck stood overnight. We're just going to be checking underneath them whether we've got any water under any of the fittings. We've got a little bit of air in the tanks. Pump out all of the water through this pipe over here to suck them dry of air and water. Once that's done, we'll refill them so that all of the air is out and the tanks are only filled with water. We got the wood so that we can put them in between the channel and the tank, as we're going to be fastening it with screws. The tanks will chafe against the screws, so we'll put a piece of wood in there, put the screw through the floor, and that should stop the tank from chafing against the screw. We've set up a battery and a pump all the water out and try and suck out all the air, and then refill all the bags to see if any of the shapes change and if there's any more leaks. Once we've done that, we're going to put down the floor. We put in an extra valve over there so we have some control over the water. So we've got all the air and all the water sucked out of the tanks, and it worked beautifully. So now when we fill up, there's not going to be any air in the tanks, and it'll be bacteria free. The Yolandi treated these. I sanded down the edges so that they wouldn't rub against the tanks. We've got everything prepped. Yolandi's also put some polyurethane around the rubber sealant just so that the rubber stays in place. This is the waste pipe, so we've got two, one this side and one that side for the grey water tank. The shower is going to be over on that side, so the water will drain into this tank. The bathroom with the basin is going to be over here, and that's going to drain in all the way to there. We've got an outlet where we'll be able to either empty the tank and wash the truck, or fill up the toilet water. Grey water fills up the toilet flushes, and we can take the cartridge out. Alright, we're back today and the floor is dry. It's a Monday morning, and we're going to start by taking off the clamps, then putting down the floor and driving the truck back to GRS to continue with the flashings. So we have a good start to the day today. It's a nice cool day, and I've just gotten to GRS and it looks like the guys aren't too busy today. We parked the truck here yesterday. All the cladding has been done, and myself and Yolandi managed to install the water tanks and the floor. What we've got to do today is cut out some of the windows. There's one window going in over there, that's the bedroom window. The toilet's gonna be right here. There's a little cavity in that frame there. We've got to cut out a door to take out the cartridge. The last window is over on that side, that's the kitchen window. And also do the flashings right at the top to make the roof waterproof, and the flashings on the sides to seal that up, and finally come up with a plan for the front door. We're busy with the door flashing at the moment. What we're thinking is the flashing will be on the outside, come inside, have a little lip, go back and back, fasten from the inside. This little lip that goes up will be the door frame, so to prevent water. This is just a test sample. But we're going to make a door frame like this, so that the door sits flush against this frame. It's going to be slightly narrower than that. That's 30 mil, so we'll make it 15 mil. I've done a little sample over here just as a test run. Put polyurethane in from the inside, and then it squeezes out this little groove. Squeegee it down so it's level, and then I pull off the painter's tape. Things are going absolutely awesome at GRS. We've got all the windows cut out. The bedroom, that's the bathroom, the dining room. At the back there is the kitchen. We also came up with this flashing for the crawl through space. It's going to go like that, so that this creates a door frame. It's got a little lip over there, so that we can pop rivet through there, create a rubber seal between the cab and the box that can flex, so that this is closed up. This line at the back here, as the panel overlaps with the back of the truck. Got the first roof flashing on there, and fits like that, so it's got a little angle there that are polyurethane, so that no water can go in there. And I also put some polyurethane down against the body. I'll use a sealed pop rivet to pop rivet the flashing onto the body. The first flashing is on at the back. It sounds like there's a heck of a party going on, maybe a New Year's function. We've held on to these little side marker lamps for a couple of years now. We've got the amber ones and the red ones. Red ones will go in the back up there to indicate the back of the truck, and then the amber ones will go on the sides and just underneath the flashing. Try and mark out where the lights are going so that when I put the flashing on, I'll cut little holes in the gasoline system so that the water doesn't run onto these but actually runs past them. Brand new day with Betsy. What I'm going to start off with is cut these cladding profiles slightly shorter so that they match up with the structure, so that the flashing can fit over there snug. This side came out alright, but I'll also have to cut it shorter so that the flashing that goes over there fits in without scratching against it. This is the toilet's cartridge little door. I'm going to cut the flashings with 45-degree angle on each corner, putting a little frame around the door.